Look at this giant rug. It's a giant inky. Wow. That's a big inky. Ah, the unmistakable swagger of a well-traveled adventurer. Here to come to pay your respects. Be at ease, friend. I'm not one to stand on formality. Truth be told, I would gladly welcome many and more brave souls like yourself. But enough chatter, pray tell me why you have come. If there was any justice in the world, these charges will receive no serious consideration. It is beyond inconceivable. Ah yes, the letter made mention of a pressing matter of which you require assistance. What might that be? So the enterprise you speak of was last seen above Carthage before the calamity 5 years ago. I fear it may prove difficult to find any eyewitness of these events, for while Ishgard did not participate in the Battle of Carthage, we were embroiled in our own internal conflicts at the time. Nevertheless, I will make inquiries on your behalf and share with you my findings in the future. In the meantime, please enjoy the hospitality of Camp Dragonhead. I'll see that you are afforded every courtesy as a guest of House of Four Temps. As you have doubtless realized by now, the high houses of Ishgard, House Four Temps included, are either unable or unwilling to offer you formal assistance in your search. However, that does not mean that there are not influential individuals within each house who are sympathetic to your cause. I shall be sending a missive to their various representatives in Ishgard, though. I suspect it would be quick and more efficient if you make inquiries of your own. Lady Nine of mine own House Four Temps, who resides here in Camp Dragonhead, rather enjoys the company of travelers. There's also Evelyn of House Helenart, who can be found in Skyfire logs, though any information you pry from the scribe may prove difficult to parse. Have you spoken with the chief astrologian of House Durendager yet? Really? Perhaps he will be more accommodating once I have informed him that you are a friend of House of Four Temps. Do not concern yourself with House Dismail. I shall contact them myself. Seek the council of the three mentioned and return to me when finished. That one's close to us. That one is way south of us. Okay. Why, hello, good madam. What's that? An airship, you say? I hate to disappoint you, but I know nothing of what you seek. Likely no one of House Four Temps does. Or if they did, I would definitely know as well. Topic on everyone's lips these days is what will become of young Lord Francel. Some say the allegations are long overdue, given how many members of the House of Helenart have been found guilty of heresy in recent days. Bad. Look at all these side quests. And the doors. Like, what do you offer? Money? Money? Ooh. Altered linen cowl. Aw. It has the hood I hate. Is it in here? Alone grants me strength. There must be some way. Oh, who are you? Friend of Lord Haurchefant? I want to help you, I truly do, but these accusations of heresy have thrown House Eleanor into chaos. Right now, we must focus on combating these. I had to double check my volume. Right now, we must focus on combating these charges and preserving our reputation. I gather you have been busy since we last spoke. Lord Haurchefant's missive and positively glowing. If you think that his endorsement is cause for me to disregard Ishgarden policies, then you are sorely mistaken. We are at war, madam. The enemy grows bolder by the day. Why, in the short time since Inquisitor Golemy, I don't know, arrived in Kurthas, the countless heretics have been discovered, even amongst the elite of the Ishgardian society. If Lord Haurchefant wishes to waste his days chasing after a long-lost airship, and that is his choice. But if he expects others to share in his folly, then he is truly blind for the present state of affairs. And by your confidence, I take it you did not learn anything of use. Nor did I, I fear. Seems the whole of Kurthas is consumed by this talk of heretics in high houses. I can only hope that my sources in Ishgard provide more pertinent information. I have another personal request to make of you. It concerns Lord Francel, of whom much has been whispered in recent days. I have received a report that he and 3 knights were seen heading north towards the Steel Vigil. The outpost was long ago overrun by Gervanian horde, so I am not certain what he intends to accomplish with such a small force. Whatever his motives, I fear for his safety. Pray journey to the Steel Vigil and see if Lord Francel's party requires assistance. Okay. It's way north. I was gonna say these ogres are thick. Downey Avis. Old design. Where is Lord Francel? Please, you must find him. Oh, spotted. It's not safe here, we must flee. I'm gonna change back to my clothes. I can have a hat. Did I join a cult? I don't think so. Not that I'm aware of. Who goes there? Thyminet? No, stay back. The fiend is still here. It's okay, we got this. Oh my god. He mean. Compared to the other ones? I heard the beast cries from yonder. Then Lord Francis safe? Bless you, Miss Bless. Curse those fiends. It's as though they knew we were coming. I really like the music in this area. Confound it all. How are we to redeem House Eleanor if we cannot even slay a single Avis? We are fortunate you came along when you did, Miss. House Eleanor will remember your kindness. It was a foolish thing to do, I know. And I hoped we might demonstrate our devotion by slaying a number of the scale skin. Moreover, it was House Hailnart that yielded the steel vigil to the Horde many years ago. One might say that our defeat here heralded the slow decline of our house's once great name. We have been brought even lower by these despicable accusations of heresy, and despite my best efforts, I have done naught to improve the situation. The day of my trial approaches. Soon I must accept the judgment of the Inquisitors, whatever it may be. But even should my protestations fall on deaf ears, I will proclaim my innocence to my dying breath. What did you find at the Steel Vigil? I see, a reckless plan. But at least it did not cost him and his knights their lives. I have news for you as well. A witness to the final fight of the Enterprise has been found. Alas, there is a complication. It's become common knowledge that you paid a visit to Lord Francel at Skyfire Locks not long ago. Upon learning of this, the witness became understandably reticent to make your acquaintance, for fear of being seen in the company of a woman who might later be declared a heretic. A not unreasonable fear, given the zeal with which Inquisitor Guillaume has conducted his investigations. In any case, if we wish to obtain his testimony, we must first clear Lord Francel's name, and by association yours. Welp. As I see it, the key to proving Lord Francel's innocence is discrediting the evidence against him. I speak of the draconian rosary found in the chest you yourself recovered. If you would, please tell me of the incident in question. So it was found in a locked chest labeled as the property of Lord Francel. If the rosary was not his, then someone else with access must have planted it. Here is what you must do. Return to Skyfire Locks and speak with Reichman. He works closely with the porters who ferry goods across Earthas, so he may have some inkling of who could be responsible. Someone tampering with shipments? Fury strike me down if all them rosaries found in our people's possessions were planted. Hey now, don't you give me that lick, lass. I'm a Hillner man through and through. This heresy nonsense is bad for me and my family too. I ain't seeing the porters what we're bringing the shipment did, though. I know most of them with what work the trades routes, and I've never had cause to question their faith. But if it wasn't them neither, then your guess is as good as mine. After all, most every shipment is thoroughly inspected before it. Could it have been the fellas what were responsible for the inspections? Huh? The Shkorian Knights and Inquisitors, the lot of them. As if they'd ever turn their cloaks. Reckon that means the porters are your most likely suspects. Hate to think it, but maybe you should question them. As the crew coming into Camp Dragonhead from Whitebrim front this morn, you might consider having a word with them. And constant back and forth. That's the one thing I don't like about MMOs. It's like the smallest little thing you do, and then you had to run back again. And beg your pardon? You suspect that we porters have been planting draconian rosaries in the house? Eleanor shipments? What nerve if you truly believe such nonsense. Search our parcels and see what you find. Like, oh, popcorn. It's like all of these parcels are like pretty fancy, and these ones are like just boxes. Are we finished? If so, I would appreciate an apology. But that's impossible. Once the night at Whitebrim Front concluded her inspection, I loaded the parcels into the wagon myself. And if I had been the culprit, I would have never allowed you to search my shipments. Say what you will to Lord Haurchefant. I will not be held accountable for this. That pathetic porter. Did something happen outside? I thought I heard start shouting. But more importantly, what did Rickermans have to say? More draconian rosaries? And every single parcel bound by Skyfire locks? That beggars belief. Even the Inquisitors must acknowledge that this is no more than a crass attempt to sully House Helenard's reputation. Whoever is responsible has overplayed his hand. And praise Helone that he did. Lord Francel's trial is upon us. We must act now if we were to clear his name. From the very first, I knew I could not be that so many members of House Helenard were heretics. Alas, we can give the lie to these poisonous allegations and put an end to this travesty. I'll need to prepare a formal statement regarding these developments for a holy see. In the meantime, I would have you bear my words to Inquisitor Briggy. Tell her that House Four Temps asks, nay, demands that Lord Francel's trial be postponed until a full investigation has been concluded or conducted. What is it, my child? Lord Haurchefant would have the Inquisitors do what? But that is not possible. Inquisitor Guillaume presides over Lord Francel's trial, a witch drop even as we speak. Fear not, if Lord Francel is indeed innocent, he shall walk in Helen's halls with the fallen heroes of Ishgard. They have taken Lord Francel to Wishtrop. This is madness. The Inquisitor does not have sufficient grounds to subject him to what manner of trial. I will not stand idly by and allow an innocent man to die. I would dispatch you and one of my knights to Wishtrop to forestall the proceedings until such time as I am able to join you and petition Inquisitor Guillaume in person. I will endeavor not to keep you waiting too long. Do whatever you must keep Lord Francel alive. Snooty elves love to just murder people. Some snooty elves. Often know you wanna like help out at all. Right? he's just standing there in town with a Sid. They're not doing anything, they're just chilling. Hail Thyminet, as you can see, Lord Francel yet lives. We must try to reason within the Inquisitor. But if his guards judge us a threat, we must also be prepared to defend ourselves. Duty calls. Jolson Charlemagne Francel de Helenard. You stand accused of heresy against the Holy See of Ishgard. Is there aught you wish to say in your defense? Hear me, brothers, these charges are false. The men and women of my line have ever opposed the Dravanians, and I am no different. Since the very birth of our nation, we have gladly shed blood in service of the Holy See. Condemn me and you will strike a blow for the enemies of Ishgard. I'm looking a lot like Shaggy. I'm Scooby-Doo right now. As if for alone to judge if you speak the truth. Prove your innocence in the eyes of gods and men. Leap from the cliff and entrust your fate to the Fury. What? Machuk? The righteous shall take their place in Helen's halls, while the wicked shall reveal their dragon forms and be put to the sword. In the name of House Four Temps, I beseech you, stay your hand. Inquisitor, we are come to behalf of Lord Haurchefant. My lord has uncovered evidence which suggests that the charges against Lord Francel are without merit. We humbly request that these proceedings be suspended until such time as full re-examination of the facts has been conducted. Lord Haurchefant has allowed this personal relationship with the accused to cloud his judgment. That he should harbor private doubts, I might have allowed. But that he would dare interfere in illegal proceedings sanctioned by the Holy See, I cannot. To defy the will of an inquisitor is to commit heresy, a crime for which there is but one punishment. We must hold them until Lord Haurchefant arrives, I mean, and remember, no harm can come to the Inquisitor. And they have like a level question mark, I see. Wow, there he is. He's running way into the distance. Like, where's the healer? I see you healing. People running. They're just like running everywhere. Like, where are you guys going? Come on, check. Like, my guy needs some heals. Around. This wyvern has no chill. These people are running. They chase you. And then there are people running after the wyvern. This is running all over this map. Throw them off the cliff, right? Or all of them. It is not our intention to defy the will of the Archbishop. But this trial, like many others, I fear, has been orchestrated by enemies of House Eleanor. They have used you and your fellows to sow discord, Inquisitor, to set brother against brother, that we may tear ourselves apart. The fevered imaginings of a desperate man. What proof have you of this? But the fury of Draconian Rosary. And then the knight who refused to yield. It was he who summoned the wyvern. A heretic in the ranks of the Temple Knights. This has grave implications. Your claims would appear to have merit, Lord Haurchefant. I shall withdraw my charges against Lord Francel, pending further investigation. I trust you have not lost sight of which first brought you to Corathos, Thyminet. Pray locate your errant airship and use it. Lord Haurchefant. I feel like every time I just say his name differently. I have not the words to express my gratitude, but why would you risk your reputation to save mine? Because I know you, boy. You're too loyal to betraying Ishgard, and too devout to question your sentence. Had we been any slower, you'd have jumped off of your free will. I would have done whatever it took to redeem House Hillenart. Praise Helene, it did not come to that. But it profits us little to dwell on what might have been. Let us quit to this place. Thyminet, pray visit me at Camp Dragonhead once you have recuperated. You look well, Thyminet. May I say what a pleasure it was to fight alongside such a fearless and skillful warrior. Were it not for you, Lord Francel would surely have died defending the honor of his house, and I might well have perished at the hands of a heretic and his wyvern. Last 4 attempts in House Eleanor shall never forget your service. Now, let us return to the matter of your missing enterprise.